everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I have my thoughts on episodes 1 and 2 of the new series of Doctor Who, titled Space Babies and the Devil's Cord. And well, Space Babies, you know, obviously Doctor Who this season has gone international, and if you've never seen Doctor Who before, Space Babies was probably the perfect example of what Doctor Who is. Like, it very much reminded me of the Matt Smith era, which of course was the era that I grew up with as a child. So, honestly, Space Babies, to me, was like the perfect example of what Doctor Who is. I loved the episode, it was so goofy, it was really funny, at times fairly scary actually, and just really good. I really loved seeing Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor really come into his own in this episode. And of course, Millie Gibson's Ruby Sunday was really cool to see as well. She reminded me in a lot of ways of Clara, to be honest, from Matt Smith's and Peter Capaldi's era. So, I really like Millie Gibson's Ruby Sunday quite a lot, and I really hope to see, well, obviously we're going to see a hell of a lot more of her in this series, but I'm hoping we do see her in at least the next series. But yeah, Space Babies, really goofy, really funny, at times pretty scary, and all in all, just Doctor Who at its best. That's the best way I can put it. Now, for the Devil's Cord. Wow, this was one hell of a departure from the usual stylings of Doctor Who in a way. We had this new character called the Maestro, who it turns out wasn't the Master, but actually one of the children of the Toy Maker, which was really interesting to see, as he did say that his legions were coming, and obviously the Maestro is the first of them, and they even referenced the one who waits is coming, and is actually almost here, so that sounds terrifying. And speaking of terrifying, the Doctor was scared to death. Because the Doctor knows that they can't be defeated, just kind of put off for a while. Like, even the Toy Maker, he was defeated by William Hartnell, but even he said, well, William Hartnell, by the way, was the first Doctor, and even he said, no, he's not defeated, just simply in hiding for now. And of course he returned in the 60th anniversary specials. So it looks as if the Doctor has really met his match in terms of enemies here. Of course, as I said, this was a very different episode, a lot of it being music-based. And we even had cameos from, obviously, as we knew from the promotion for this episode, the Beatles. And, surprisingly, Cilla Black, who, for those of you who don't know, was another singer from the 1960s, also from Liverpool. So I was really surprised to see her in this episode. Obviously, it wasn't Cilla herself, as she tragically passed away back in 2016. And, well, actually, it wasn't the Beatles themselves either, it was actors playing them, but they did a really good job. Honestly, though, it focused a lot on, of course, Paul McCartney and John Lennon. Do I wish George and Ringo had a bit more screen time? Yeah, I really wanted to see the Fab Four in action, not just John and Paul. Now, obviously, John and Paul are, like, the big ones, like, they're the main members of the band that everyone knows and loves, but I really wish that George and Ringo had that time to shine as well in this episode. Of course, ultimately, it was John and Paul who temporarily defeated the Maestro, which I thought was really cool. And the Maestro's whole thing was actually sucking the music out of the planet Earth from, like, the 1920s. So, literally, when the Beatles got to Abbey Road, their plan was to just make an album, make their money, and go back to Liverpool. That's all that they wanted to do, but then the Doctor kind of fixed that when he reintroduced them to music and how much they loved it, really. And then, once the Maestro was defeated, music was back. It was completely back, everyone loved it again, but yeah, a really good episode also, but very different. Like, it's not something that Doctor Who has ever done before, and I've got to say, it landed really well. And also, I just want to say, I absolutely loved the song at the end. That was incredible. Like, Ncuti's Doctor is showing that the Doctor can sing. Like, wow. But I'm also really looking forward to next week's episode, Boom, which seems to be one of the more darker episodes. Very much what Russell T Davies is good at. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that episode. But anyway guys, that's it for my thoughts on the first 2 episodes of the new series of Doctor Who, Space Babies and The Devil's Cord. So please, like the vid. Subscribe to mine and Roxanne's channels, her link's down in the description, my button is down there. Please click them, and then the bells, to get both sets of our notifications. Comment as well, because why not? Let me know what you thought of these 2 episodes of Doctor Who, and if you're looking forward to the next episode titled Boom as much as I am, once you've done that too, please follow me on my social medias. They'll be down in the link tree in the description. Below that is going to be Roxanne's website as always. And lastly, please do share this video with all your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Goodbye!